My beloved friends, hear me when I say this. You were never created to be common. You were never designed to be just another choice on someone's list. Within you lies a divine spark, a radiant energy that, when awakened, transforms you into a treasure beyond price. Too many women walk through life forgetting the immeasurable value that flows from their feminine essence. But today, I am here to remind you, when you embrace the secrets of your feminine energy, you stop being someone's backup plan and rise into the position of being a luxury. Something rare, something unforgettable. The first secret is presence. A woman who knows how to be fully present carries a power that cannot be denied. In her presence there is calm, there is peace, there is an aura that draws people in. She does not chase attention, yet attention finds her. She doesn't fight for validation because her very energy validates itself. When you enter a room with presence, you no longer need to compete. Your energy speaks before you ever open your mouth. The second secret is self-worth. My friends, never forget that the way you see yourself determines the way others will treat you. If you undervalue your worth, the world will do the same. But when you carry yourself with dignity, when you refuse to lower your standards, you communicate without words that you are not disposable. You are not an option, you are the standard. True feminine energy is not arrogance, but it is the unshakable knowing that you are valuable and that value must be honored. The third secret is softness. In a world that rewards hardness and hustle, softness has become a luxury. Yet softness is not weakness. Softness is strength under control. It is the ability to respond with grace when others would react with anger. It is the calm voice that steadies the storm. Softness draws people closer because it is rare. It makes you unforgettable because it soothes the souls of those around you. The fourth secret is emotional depth. Many people move through life numb, disconnected, unable to feel. But a woman who is in touch with her emotions, who is not afraid to express joy, love, compassion, and even righteous sadness, carries a depth that cannot be replaced. She makes people feel alive. She awakens hearts that have been asleep. That kind of depth is rare, and when someone encounters it, they know they cannot afford to lose it. The fifth secret is elegance. Elegance is not just in the clothes you wear or the way you walk. Elegance is in the way you think, in the way you speak, in the way you carry your energy. An elegant woman does not beg for attention. She commands it by her refinement. She lives with a sense of order and purpose. That elegance transforms her into a living masterpiece, a work of art that others admire from near and far. The sixth secret is mystery. Not everything about you needs to be explained, exposed, or shared. Mystery creates desire. When you hold parts of yourself sacred, when you do not give all of yourself away freely, you create anticipation. You create longing. Mystery is the quiet reminder that you are a deep well, and that only those who honor your worth will be invited to draw from it. And the seventh secret is joy. There is nothing more irresistible than a woman who radiates joy. Joy is contagious, joy is healing, joy is magnetic. A joyful spirit brings light into dark places. It elevates the atmosphere wherever she goes. When you embody joy, you remind the world that life is a gift, and you yourself become the gift that others long to be around. My beloved, never forget this. You are not a second thought. You are not someone's backup plan. When you embrace your feminine energy and walk in these 7 secrets, you rise into the realm of luxury. You become a woman who is cherished, valued, and honored. And when you understand this truth, you will no longer beg for love, for respect, or for recognition. You will carry within you a presence so radiant, a spirit so powerful, that the world will recognize you are not an option. You are the prize. Presence is one of the greatest secrets of feminine energy, and it is often the most underestimated. Many women think beauty is found only in appearance, in the clothing they wear, or in the style of their hair. But true beauty, true radiance begins with presence. Presence is not about outward performance. It is about the inner atmosphere you carry with you wherever you go. It is the way your spirit fills a room before your words ever do. It is the invisible force that makes people turn their heads when you walk in, even if you are not trying to be seen. Think about it for a moment. We have all met people who enter a space and suddenly the whole room shifts. Sometimes it is not because of what they wear, not because of their status, but because of something deeper. There is a magnetism, an aura, an energy that makes you feel their importance without them having to announce it. This, my friends, is presence. And when a woman cultivates her feminine presence, she becomes unforgettable. Presence is not something you purchase. It is something you build within yourself. It comes from knowing who you are and being at peace with it. A woman with presence does not need to compete with others because she understands that her energy is unique. She does not chase attention because her calm confidence draws attention naturally. She does not seek to prove her worth because her very being is proof of her worth. Her silence carries as much power as her words. Her stillness speaks louder than noise. Why does presence matter so much? Because in a world full of distraction, presence is rare. We live in a time where people are constantly glued to screens, constantly rushing, constantly lost in thought. A woman who is truly present stands out like a diamond among stones. She listens deeply, she makes eye contact, she connects with her environment. People feel seen, heard, and valued in her company, and that feeling is priceless. It is not something that fades quickly. It lingers in their hearts long after she is gone. Presence also communicates self-worth without words. When you walk into a room with poise, when you carry yourself with quiet dignity, you are telling the world, I respect myself, and I expect the same from you. You don't need to demand respect, your presence commands it. You don't need to lower your standards. Your energy lifts the standard. This is why people remember you, admire you, and seek to be near you. Cultivating presence requires stillness. It requires slowing down, breathing deeply, and being rooted in the moment. It requires awareness of your posture, your tone, your movements, and even your silence. It is not about trying too hard. It is about resting in the confidence of who you are. Presence flows from inner alignment, not outer effort. And here lies the true power. Presence transforms relationships. When you are truly present, people feel safe around you. They feel they can trust you. They feel they can open up to you. And because of this, your presence becomes healing. Your presence becomes magnetic. Your presence becomes a sanctuary in a world that is loud and chaotic. That, my beloved, is why presence turns you from an option into a luxury. Because very few people can give what presence gives. So I say to you, embrace the secret of presence. Walk into rooms not with the desire to be noticed, but with the certainty that your energy is already enough. Do not chase validation, become the validation. Do not strive to compete, become the atmosphere others aspire to embody. When you cultivate presence, you rise into your true feminine power, and in that place you are never overlooked. You are not one among many, you are one of one. Self-worth is the foundation of feminine energy, the unshakable core that determines how the world perceives you, treats you, and responds to you. Without self-worth, a woman becomes like a diamond tossed carelessly into the dirt. Valuable, yes, but unseen, unappreciated, and underutilized. With self-worth, however, that same diamond is placed in a crown, cherished, protected, and honored. My beloved friends, if presence makes you unforgettable, then self-worth makes you untouchable. It is the anchor that ensures you are never reduced to an option, but instead recognized as a rare and priceless treasure. Too often, women give away their power because they forget their worth. They settle for relationships that drain them, careers that limit them, friendships that diminish them. Why? Because somewhere deep inside they have begun to believe the lie that they are not enough. They accept less because they think they deserve less. But let me remind you today, you were not created to beg for scraps of love, attention, or respect. You were created to overflow with abundance. You were created to be honored. You were created to be valued. When you know your self-worth, everything changes. The way you walk changes. The way you speak changes. The way you allow others to treat you changes. Self-worth gives you a quiet strength that no one can shake. You no longer chase after those who do not see your value. You no longer compromise your standards just to be chosen. Instead, you understand this simple truth. You are not waiting to be chosen. You are choosing who is worthy of your presence. Self-worth is not arrogance, and it is not pride. It is not looking down on others. No, true self-worth is rooted in humility and dignity. It is the calm assurance that you are valuable simply because you exist. You do not have to prove it. You do not have to earn it. You do not have to beg for it. It is already within you. When you carry this energy, the world feels it. People begin to treat you differently, not because you demanded it, but because you embodied it. Let me paint you a picture. Imagine a woman who enters a relationship without self-worth. She bends herself into shapes to please others. She sacrifices her values to avoid rejection. She gives all of herself in hopes of being kept. Yet in the end, she is taken for granted because when you undervalue yourself, others will too. Now imagine a woman who knows her worth. She does not overextend herself to be loved. She does not apologize for her standards. She does not cling to those who mistreat her. She radiates a certainty that says, if you do not honor me, you do not deserve me. That woman is never an option. She is always the prize. This is why self-worth is magnetic. It creates an energy of respect. People sense it when you walk into a room. They sense it in the way you carry yourself, the way you speak, the way you decide. And here is the truth. When you know your worth, you begin to attract only those who also recognize it. Those who cannot rise to meet your standard will fall away. And that is not rejection. It is protection. But hear me. Self-worth requires discipline. It requires you to say no to situations, relationships, and opportunities that do not align with your value. It requires you to walk away when being treated less than you deserve. It requires you to choose yourself even when it is hard. Yet the reward is this. When you protect your worth, life will align you with people and experiences that honor it. So I say to every woman listening, stop questioning if you are enough. You are more than enough. Stop giving discounts to those who cannot afford your value. You are not clearance. You are couture. You are not an option. You are a luxury. And when you embrace this truth, you will never again settle for less than the respect, love, and honor that is your birthright. My beloved friends, let us draw everything together now. We have spoken of presence, of self-worth, of the secrets of feminine energy that transform a woman from being seen as an option into being cherished as a luxury. And I tell you, this is not just theory. It is truth that has the power to reshape your life. You see, the world is filled with noise, with pressure, with demands that try to strip away your essence and make you feel ordinary. But you were not created to be ordinary. Within you flows a strength wrapped in gentleness, a fire clothed in elegance, a power disguised as grace. When you embrace these 7 secrets, you no longer shrink to fit the expectations of others. You rise into the fullness of who you are. Presence reminds you that you do not need to chase attention, for your energy already commands it. Self-worth anchors you so that you are never treated less than you deserve. Softness shows the world that true power can be wrapped in gentleness. Emotional depth reveals that you are more than surface. You are an ocean of richness. Elegance elevates you, making you a work of art in motion. Mystery preserves your sacredness, reminding the world that not all of you is for everyone. And joy makes you radiant, irresistible, unforgettable. So I say this with conviction. You are not a convenience, you are not a backup, you are not someone's afterthought. You are rare, you are valuable, you are a luxury. And when you live with this truth burning inside of you, you will no longer beg for love. You will embody love. You will no longer plead for respect. You will command it by your very presence. You will no longer chase recognition. You will shine so brightly that the world cannot help but see you. Step into your feminine energy with courage. Hold your head high, not in pride, but in dignity. Let your life be a living testimony that when a woman knows her worth, she becomes unstoppable. Let the world remember you not as an option, but as the standard. For you are not common, you are chosen. You are not replaceable, you are one of a kind. And when you walk in this truth, my friends, you will rise into a life where you are cherished, honored, and celebrated as the treasure you truly are.